The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Carlos Dunlap able to get him for a loss of about 3. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Hunt. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He finds Beckham complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Geno Atkins got home that time. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He's got a man complete. 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 87 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going.
It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements of going to making a big play? This one in particular.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 47. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on fourth down conversions. And here we go again. On fourth down, they snap it to Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
From the 45 on second down, Mayfield. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. The Browns on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. First down, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Carlos Dunlap able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Mayfield down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He's going to loft one deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control. That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He's got his man here. It's Green. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throw left side to Higgins. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
2 by 2. Move. Here we go. Can. Tyler, 64. Weak. Check. 53 is Mike. Check. 53 is the Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Bullock's kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. Gets past one man. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now Joe Mixon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Here you go. 368. 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. And watch that. Smooth.
On second and 11 now. Dalton, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Nice. Check. Hey, Alpha. 58.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And that is incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 11.
Tight end right. 3 down.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Mayfield looks to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Geno EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Stop your whining.
Now Ryan on first down. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44s. They try again on first down. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Pass up, Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 42 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action.
And he's into the clear. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, 76 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Suckup. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Well, win that turnover battle going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. Again, Ryan. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Throwing, Mariota. Buying time to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now first and 10 at their 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brings up second and 10.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Ryan now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Ryan. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Again on 2nd and 10. It's Ryan. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 7, Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor, and it's 3rd and short. Mariota again. And he locates Walker, complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Succop. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Looking downfield for Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. LaShawn Sims with the INT.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run. Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's Mariota. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown Titans. Corey Davis. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans are going to take the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, we're ready. Line 25. 54. Line 54. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big run there by Freeman. 48 yards on the ground. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle. 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll give Henry another shot. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Atlanta. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Titans are going to retake the lead. So a big 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans. Working out of the gun, Mariota.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Freeman again. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Hey, check. 54.
They go play action with Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
That happens more often than you might think. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
While sometimes it doesn't appear like much, the out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. But the reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. Down right around the 25. The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jeffrey Simmons in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
21. Hey, Haywood. You got nothing to do.
Throwing now is Ryan. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Check 50.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On second down now. It's Henry, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the San Francisco 49ers. Been waiting all year for this one. It's the Battle of the Bay, and we're underway from Oakland. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Down, ready? Mark 54. Watch the run, watch the run.
Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And not much there. Maybe a yard up in the 24.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing his car on third down. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And all the way down to the 26. On third down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Crowell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On second down, here's Crowell. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Here's a give to Crowell. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. 5 yards on the touchdown run. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. Nevin Lawson there on the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, it's Coleman. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the #1 thing he does best is tackle.
Here we go. 180. Check, check. Watch the before. Watch the before.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now a play fake here on first down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And some space here. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, yo, Action, what you rank, bro?
Garoppolo looks to throw. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
What is that,
it's a
bro?
nice completion, a little bit of run after the catch as well to create the yardage that they got.
Like
but it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it.
I saw you on a 5-game win streak and shit. I was
watching
your stream.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
It's my fucking Raiders, man. They're going to make it rough for me, though.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
It's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here,
we got me good.
He hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant.
Yo, a lot of niggas are using the Niners, bro.
Deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch, and the score. And he'll get it
nice.
to about the
the
26-yard line just across the 25.
And them niggas got like just enough to. I'll pick them over the Raiders. I just like using different teams.
And now Oakland ready to take the field.
I've been using Houston.
A long time to get the football back.
Yeah,
Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive summit.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
You right, AB. I ain't seen you all day.
Has him at the 45.
You right, AB.
Shotgun now for Carr. Caught left side.
What kind of W? We're going to go somewhere else then. We're going to go somewhere else then.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff to Crowell. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Carr to throw.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
And he's brought down.
They didn't give you a touchdown? Oh, come
27
on, bro.
yards there, a first down.
Dove.
A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. The kick by Carlson is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took it inside to 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 15.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal, and yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better.
This nigga Tom gonna switch his team, yo, and he drafted his squad.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively.
He grabbed 6 linemen in a
give
row.
them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Oh, I should have picked that. Oh, my fault, dog. My fault.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength
to occupy
some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Over the middle of Kittle, complete. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right.
Oh, wow.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Wow, these niggas is ass. They ain't got no superstars over here, nothing.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Garoppolo.
Run there.
In the middle, he finds Pettis complete. The 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, 74 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Have you used the Browns yet?
Now a hit and a loose football.
Yeah,
so they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They will run again with Coleman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
11.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
It's Coleman here.
Wow.
And he'll take this
If
into
you just
the
can't
end
get off
zone
a
for
block.
a San Francisco touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness. You got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Just lost the whole possession.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 24. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going deep for Brown.
Let's get it, AB.
Inside the 30.
Let's get it, AB.
Finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
Let's get it, AB. Oh, shit. Did he, he dropped that? This nigga dropped AB. Don't drop him. Wow.
They will try to go to Brown once again.
He just caught that. Oh, that's crazy.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. Carr now throw. He's got Wilson, middle of the field.
They worried about AB, nigga.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 16 yards, a first down. Now Carr looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Again, it's Carr.
Get it, AB.
That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Raiders are back within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They begin the drive with Coleman. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to second and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Yeah, that nigga elusive.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida.
Look at that shit. No, that shit is so fake.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win. Check. Check.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Check. Check 4. 6-6. Pull it high. Kill.
On first down, Coleman, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the ball.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Come on, he's going to the tight end. I know he is. The safety blanket. What?
Over the middle, and he's got
wow, they let him catch that?
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman.
Oh, these Raiders is ass.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Oh, shit, you got a whole ball. That's working good.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock.
Now on the return.
This nigga fumbled again, bro. This nigga, it's the second time this nigga fumbled.
And they have the football and will take him.
I'm out of here. This nigga, man. That's ridiculous.
Oh, man.
It's the second time this nigga fumbled.
That was crazy.
Yeah, them Raiders is ass. Sheesh. Them niggas ain't got no game changers on defense. None. Every team at least somewhere won. They ain't got none. No, I got a blunt left. Mother, roll up. Work at 4:30.
Jeez, I need some gas right now.
Where you at?
I'm in Jeanette.
Who is this? My money going up. I put it on the Escalade.
The prices out here is fucked up though.
And it is everywhere. It went back up, man.
Went back up, bro. That shit is crazy. I can't be paying $50 for no eighth, bro.
Yeah. That's because niggas is getting this dispensary weed and taxing for it.
That's too expensive for me, cuz I'm down there to stop sparking.
Yeah, I mean, at these prices, you better off just grabbing something big. I used to grab a half each of anything. You don't pay 50 for an eighth. You might just grab a half, quarter, or anything. I just got.
Where you stay at now? You used to live in Jeanette, didn't you?
What you say?
Where you stay at now?
No, I live in Braddock.
That's Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah. That's like right by Kennywood and shit. I just got this halfie for 110.
Shit, yeah. See, I just got out of school, so I'm used to school prices. Like, niggas was getting O's for fucking 150.
So you can get those good prices at school, because you know them niggas is going to keep coming back. Like, I mean, you got customers all around you all day, so I mean, you can give, drop the price a little bit, because you know this going to just keep coming.
And plus at school, nigga, that shit easy. Everybody on campus sparks, so like, all you gotta do is grab a pound and you out that shit in
you goofy,
2-3 days a week.
You'll kill niggas out there in school.
That's crazy. I'm playing against the Browns now. The first game playing against the Browns. The price is not that bad down in Pittsburgh though. Like down in the city. Not terrible. I'm about to grab a little pre-roll, John, from down Pittsburgh actually.
I be grabbing these half. I be killing these niggas at work. Especially on pay week. That thing gone.
This nigga Mayfield got a superstar? What's his superstar ability?
I
Out the
don't know how
pocket,
he got.
Jim?
Yeah, he do got one. I don't know how he got one, but I got.
Two running backs and tight ends going wide out.
As soon as that nigga start looking bad, he gonna lose it. I don't know about the Browns. I don't think they gonna make it.
Cool. You cool? Oh, this nigga is doing some crossroads. Bomb, here you go. That's a little fan.
You got the broadcast up? You broadcasting something?
Yeah, I'm about to broadcast right now.
Watch this shit while I smoke. Ah, them Raiders got me hot. Damn.